anointed by the Most High himself, descendants of the covenant, in our blood there is wealth. The wicked think they cold, but my words make them melt. Demons getting sliced in half, got a sword on my belt. Like utilities, y'all gon' pay for this energy. I'm in authority, ain't no restricting me, so I enter facilities. I'm war with no mask, I'm aiming at demons, they will remember me. My blade be so fast, they struggle to see it, I'm killing my enemies. I'm not talking humans, but these dark, wicked, spiritual entities. Yeah, since the beginning, y'all been offending me. We chill for centuries, devour the wicked, I gotta do it, see, that Abba permitted me. So praise to the Most High for infinity, cause that's who invented me. I slice stormers, wartime, where my boots need more time, so I could shoot that's chariots, not a koopy carriers, all in cahoots, anointed. They cannot touch us, pointless, so now we rushing on choices. The Most High, he gave us his voices.
Okay, now what do you believe? Like you're in terms of like Christianity, Catholicism?
I grew up born and raised Christian.
Okay, born and raised Christian. That's great. Now, when we read the Bible, Ecclesiastes 12:13, something that we came across not too long ago, for myself a couple years ago, for this brother a couple years ago as well. And the thing that we come across when we're reading the Bible is our whole purpose. Because God tells us, so-called, you know your nationality?
I mean, I was born here, but my mom was Central American.
Okay. And your dad?
He's American, Irish, and stuff like that.
Irish? Okay. So, something for you to pass on to your mom. So read that.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out!
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So the conclusion is just saying, we want to wrap up the entirety of why are we here? Why are we on earth? Go ahead.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
So our whole reason for being here is to fear God and keep his commandments. So that's one of the things, because a lot of times you see people searching. You have a movie called The Da Vinci Code. He's been searching, spending millions of dollars trying to figure out, okay, what is the exact purpose of this life? What's the mystery? But the mystery for so long has been in this Bible. The thing, get that, and then Psalm 78 and 1. Read that, and then Psalm 78 and 1.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
So fear God and keep his commandments. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Right, so this is our entire duty, our entire purpose. There's reasoning behind that. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 1. So why would you say that's our whole duty? Because that seems like it's a very simple thing. But if we don't do it, so long, brother, if we don't do that, if we don't fear him, what is the result of us not fearing him? What did you say?
I mean, how I was raised and how I was taught, man, is you end up going through trials, tribulations, and wrath. You know what I mean? So
that's a very good answer. Trials and tribulation, and also wrath. Now, 28 and 1. Trials and tribulation, and then what you got? Psalm 78 and 1. Right, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 78, verse 1.
Bring it up!
Give ear, O my people.
Right, so this is a prayer that's going up. It's saying, listen. Go ahead, listen what?
O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth.
Right.
I will open my mouth in parable.
So what was a mystery before, a parable, something that we have to search out, something that we can't just read it and then understand it. Someone will have to either teach us, or we got to do some research, go to the library, get a book from here, from there. Then from there, that parable will be made plain to us.
Right.
And read on.
I will utter dark saying of old.
Right? Dark. So remember, these things are mystery. A mystery is just a dark saying. Go ahead. That's how they say in Old Testament. Go ahead.
Which we have heard and known, and our father have told us.
Right. So this is actually, when we look at the Bible is a history book. The things that's passed on to us today, tomorrow, next year, it's made known unto us. But it's mainly because our fathers are the ones that are giving the understanding. Right. Just like you have children, you highlight the experience that you've gone through, and you want to pass it on to them so that they can understand and learn from your experiences and not have to make those same mistakes. So let's read this.
This is the book of...
One of those mistakes is we didn't listen to God at all. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Bring it out!
It's like 15. Yep.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
right,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Okay. So before we went over, our whole purpose is to fear God. But this is going the opposite. If we don't fear God, well, we're saying, I'm not afraid of you. I can do whatever I want to do. And as a direct result, God puts us under these curses. Go ahead. What are some of these curses?
16?
Okay. No, keep reading. 15, where you read.
Unto the voice of the Lord by God, to observe to do all his commandments
Right.
and his statutes.
So it says everything that he says, from not eating pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster, we have to do all of it. There's no time where he's like, okay, you know what? You're 21. It's okay for you to do whatever you want to do. It says from now, from yesterday, all the way to tomorrow. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses
Right.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So are you familiar with like your mother's background, like how she rose up, what she's gone through, even your Hispanic side, what we have gone through on that side?
Yeah, somewhat.
So this will you'll be able to understand here. Go ahead.
15.
Right.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So one of the main curses that happen to our people is we work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. A lot of times I go to Home Depot and our brothers and sisters, they're asking for jobs. They're asking to work even more hours than a majority of the world. And the thing is, when they come home, it's as if they have to still go back to work, because everything that they did is only to survive for that day. Now tomorrow, now they got to do the same thing just to survive for tomorrow. So they work a whole bunch because we're cursed in the city and cursed in the field. We work a whole bunch just to bring in this amount, just a little bit. So that's one of the curses. Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy basket,
Right.
and thy store.
Right. So that's our basket and our store is our companies, the things that we own. Those are going to be cursed right now. Unfortunately, we're going to be cursed in that aspect of we won't have nearly as much riches or as much success as Most High God promises us, mainly because we didn't listen to his commandments.
Right.
Let me get
37.
You guys have
Yeah, I got it. Appreciate it. So right here,
yes.
so right here, you go right here, we have a YouTube page right here, so if you scan it with your phone, and the QR code, yeah, and then we got our phone number too, so if you got any questions about what you learn, you can contact us.
I gotta speak to my mom, so I gotta go get dinner with her right now.
Okay, all right. So real quick, before you go, I want to grab one last scripture for you. Leviticus 11 and verse 7. So Hispanic, do you eat pork, shrimp, crab,
I
lobster?
really try not to eat pork, man. And if I do, it's like real high scores, you know what I mean? I don't like kind of dirty stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then shrimp and all that, it's the roaches of the sea, so.
Right. That's
You
a
know what I
great
mean?
point.
My pops was a fisherman, so, yeah.
Okay. So one thing, you said a little bit or not so often, but I want
hardly
to
ever.
touch on that just in case, you smell it, you walk by.
Right.
It's at the restaurant. It's like, what's that smell? They got barbecue on it. They got mustard on it. There may be temptation, as well as pass it on to your mom. Go ahead.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chew it not to cut.
Gone. So the swine, the pig, even though it's cloven footed, it has characteristics of a clean animal, but it doesn't chew the cud. It doesn't have a filtration system within its stomach. So it just eats it. Whatever it eats, it stays within its body. So you know that old saying, you are what you eat. So if we are what we eat, I know you have an athletic build. So I would say you go to the gym fairly often, you stay consistent in your diet and also what goes in your body.
Oh, yeah.
So the thing is about that, if we are what we eat and we eat garbage, we're gonna wake up and feel like garbage and right.
Yeah.
So read on.
He is unclean to you.
Right. So the Most High God is saying the pork, the bacon, the pork tenderloin, even the grill, that's unclean to us. That's something that we got to stay away from no matter what. Even if it's in Walmart or Publix, even if it's there and it's in the wrapper, it's so unclean, we can't even touch it. So last scripture, in the verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
So as long as it has fins and scales, it's good. Snapper, what is it? Snapper, bass, trout, excellent. But if it doesn't have it, like oyster, lobster, shrimp,
crawfish.
crawfish, right. Keep reading.
Verse 10. and all that have not fins and scales in the waters,
Right.
and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters,
Right.
them shall be an abomination unto you.
Right. So if you see the shrimp, the crab, the lobster, anything that doesn't have a fins or scales, abomination. Pass it on to your mom's like, hey, this is what I learned today. You know, I randomly came across these guys teaching the Bible on the street. They said the so-called Mexicans is Israelite. So when you show her this flyer, just tell her that she's Israelite. And yeah, we appreciate. What's your name?
Eli.
Eli?
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate you, Eli.
Yeah, man.
All right, use that flyer. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah, my flow sinister. Yeah, my flow sinister. For 1,000 years in your sight is as yesterday. Polymetrics jump to the next level. Underlay ferocious cuts all over body and at the toupee. I'm feeling like General Falcone, better yet Hussein. I'm not a terrorist.